Well, hello everyone. Today we're doing something different on the channel. I'm going to build and review Lego's new train set, the Orient Express. This set has had a lot of controversy around it, especially compared to the original version. And I'm going to give my 10 cents, or in this case $300, and see if this set is good and worth the price. The set released on December 1st of this year and was developed in conjunction with the Orient Express company. It features 2,540 parts and is part of the LEGO Ideas series. These sets are actually modified versions of sets built by fans and submitted to LEGO. Now, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. This set is vastly different from the original set proposed to LEGO. That version was 10 cents wide and had a completely different locomotive. The one featured here is a great deal smaller and has dark blue with gold lining as opposed to the original green. However, to make up for this, we've got a second coach. The main reasons for these changes is first, the original train was too wide for the standard LEGO train tracks. And as one of the most recent Harry Potter trains showed, people want to run their train, not leave it on a shelf. Secondly, the Orient Express company wanted the train to match the coaches they're running today, which are restored relics from the 1920s. For a while I couldn't figure out what locomotive the set has. But after some extensive searching, I think it's of the Swedish origin, probably taking notes from these two designs. I think the locomotive change was to move away from the engines portrayed running the train in Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. Also, the locomotive does not feature any type of power system to run it. LEGO's explanation was that it was too heavy for the motors they tried out. However, they've also stated that they're confident that enterprising LEGO fans will find a way to run it. This is the case, as I've already found several videos attempting to motorize it, in varying degrees of success. Though I'm a bit disappointed it's not powered right out of the box, I really like how they acknowledge this. Depending on who's buying it, they will have different uses. But for those who do want a running model, there is a way to do it. Remember, this is LEGO. If you don't like it, just take it to bits and see if you can add a motor. It can give modified sets a more satisfying personal touch. This set also acknowledges the LEGO train community, as they've stated that the engine is meant to run on L-gauge track. This is a term used by builders referring to standard LEGO tracks you see in stores. I also want to point out this more realistic cab detail as well. I adore cab detail in models. It makes the engine feel so much more like the real thing. Most of the time we just get a firebox door, but on occasion we get this attention to detail. Hopefully, this is a sign that LEGO will continue to make more sets like this in the future. The set has different types of people who might buy it. The set is aimed at ages 18 and up.
That's a suggestion. They have to put that on there.
You got the obvious LEGO fans, and the fans of LEGO trains as well. Railway enthusiasts might also pick this up, along with fans of the films and the trains has played a part in. In my case, I fall into all these categories. One thing that may deter people is its price. The set will set you back $300 US, so it's really expensive. Is it worth it? Well, let's see. In the rear carriage, we have a dining or bar section. 2 tables are featured, and I must say I love the parts usage. That lamp? It's actually an upside down cupcake. A door serves as this waitress's towel thing. We've also got some fantastic printed and sticker pieces on both carriages. The ceilings are both removable for easy access, and I really like the corridor connections between the two. The second carriage has 3 main sections: a restroom, a bedroom with sofa and desk, and a bunk bed with sink and table. The attention to detail continues, some of my favorite parts being the typewriter, the game board, and the hidden compartment under the bottom bunk. These cars both blow me away in quality, scale, and detail. I definitely will be taking lessons from these for my current coaches. And now we get to the locomotive. I love these curved corners on the tender and cab. The tender is also hollow for those who want to motorize it. If you don't, you can fill it with black parts for coal, the extra pieces that come with the set, or whatever you want.
Oh no!
This middle axle also swivels to help you get through corners. This is also the first locomotive LEGO has produced to feature accurate looking valve gear and coupling rods, something we LEGO fans have been dying for. I also particularly like these little bits in front of the wheels, presumably meant to push aside snow. The parts usage is worth calling out too, with blue minion heads on the domes and gold pens for the safety valves and whistle. Also, throughout the model we have separate buffers and couplings. The locomotive also features new nameplates, Sapphire Star. This is probably a callback to the Emerald Knight, another popular LEGO train. But my absolute favorite part of the set is the cab detail. I can easily point out the throttle, pressure gauge, water level, brake, and firebox door. We even get some brake pipes on the outside of the cab. Lastly, let's look at the minifigures. Here's the engineer, conductor, and porter. We also have a film director, this waitress, journalist, an elderly scientist, and a duchess. I'm pretty sure the director is based on the original designer of the set, Thomas Lajon. All of this stuff on a long display track, and I'm still not done. I want to quickly bring up one more thing, the instruction booklet. Not only does it have easy to follow instructions, but it also contains pages at the front dedicated to the set's development. Coming in 3 languages, it talks about the original designer, the history of the real train and its development, and the designers at LEGO who assisted in redesigning the set to be up to LEGO standards and requirements. So, is this set worth it? Will the locomotive, 2 coaches, and 7 minifigures be worth $300? Well, that depends on the buyer and their use for it. But for me, yes, it is. When I first bought it, I thought I might keep it around a little while before scrapping it for parts on my own models.
Don't mention that word. It makes me wheels wobble.
But now, with this level of detail, I've changed my mind. Maybe in the future I'll take the engine to bits or customize it. But for now, I'm more than happy to leave the set as it is. I definitely recommend you pick this one up. And for those who do buy it, I have a little challenge for you. See if you can build it in less time than me. I finished in 4 hours 30 minutes. So that's the end of this review. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.